Welcome back to NBA Cinema, Knicks fans. We have to talk about Monica McNutt and Brian Windhorst's conversation talking about the New York Knicks on today, as we got a little taste of how they could look last night against the Charlotte Hornets. And Tyler Kolek, man, was he special in his limited time. I know people were coming on here saying that he won't play because Thibs doesn't like to play rookies, but it looks like Tyler Kolek may have the opportunity to force himself somewhere in the rotation at some point down the road in the season. Even if he has to play some G League, it looks like he's ready and he's comfortable playing at this level. But we're going to listen to this conversation first, and we're going to get into some more of the particulars. Let's check it out.
Let's stick with the offense. And in particular, one of the things that intrigued me when it went down is what does this potential pick and roll option look like between Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns?
One of the things I love about it is that Brunson can score from all three levels, okay? So when you come off the screen and you're dealing with Towns, you give him any space, medium, tight, or whatever, he can finish. He's one of the most dynamic guys coming off a screen in the league. Now, with Towns, you have a guy who can pick and pop or pick and roll. Everybody just assumes he's going to go for three. He can do more than that. The guys can easily put in 35 points in a game. And so when you add that, there's no way you're going to be able to defend that pick and roll with two guys. You're going to need a third player, and when they do, Jalen Brunson's going to pick you apart. And there's one more thing that I saw a little bit yesterday.
Tell us.
When Towns is out of there, and the lane is open, Jalen Brunson, when he goes to back down, we know that he likes to get into this perk mode, big body Brunson it. When that happens, he now is going to have the lane behind him. One of the things that happened with Dante DiVincenzo, he really learned angles. And the reason he needed angles was because they could play with an extra body on Brunson. They could bring the double team. How are you going to bring a double team on Brunson when you get Anunoby, Bridges, and Towns out there at the same time? You can't. So when I watched this Knicks offense yesterday, I walked away going, this could be the number one offense in the league. It really could be if they stay healthy and they gel, which is going to take some time, but it could happen.
Yeah.
Just a couple things. When I looked at the team yesterday, without Mitchell Robinson playing, without Hartenstein, it was a little difference as far as presence and rebounding down low. When I looked at Karl Anthony Towns hit that transition three, the team has to be defended totally different now. There was a help side block on Brunson. I can't remember if Cat was in the game at that time, but if you look around the floor, Mikal Bridges, as he finds his way in this offense, OG Anunoby looked stronger, looked more comfortable this year coming into training camp with the team. Now, he fitted in seamlessly, but it looks like, he knew what he was doing. He came in picking his spots rather than trying to figure it out. He knew where he belonged on the floor. And I look at Deuce and I'm like, I'm not trading Deuce McBride right now for no Marcus Smart. I will let the season play out and just see how things go in the future. But when I looked at Deuce McBride, his ball pressure, his confidence, the step it looked like he's ready to take, more in the positive direction, then looking at how he looked last night, and I know it's only preseason, but remember where Emmanuel Quickly was offensively a few years ago and people were sad to part ways? It looks like Deuce is something like that, but defensively, he's a hawk and he has, great athleticism. So I'm not looking to trade Deuce McBride in no deal right now if I'm them. And yeah, man, I think Brunson is going to do his thing this year. Cat, as he gets more acclimated, I want to see him mix it up a little more and not settle for threes. But, man, they have a great offensive team and, could be the number one offense with the balance that it could produce night in and night out, And Tyler Kolek, man, let me just talk about him briefly. Big fan of his game. Loved him at Marquette. High assist guy, high IQ. And Campaign is going to start off as the backup point guard. We know that. But Kolek, man, he may force Thibs at some point in the season with the natural occurrence of injuries and, some people needing to fill in and step up. He may get his opportunity at some point, and he may just, blow the coaching staff away with how ready he is, because you could never anticipate how ready a rookie is. But I think Kolek is ready to come in and play some big time basketball. What stood out with him is the blocks and all that stuff. Is shooting, blocking shots. I mean, this guy is ready. And this is why I like multiple year college players sometimes, because they come in, if they're on a playoff caliber team or a team that's looking to advance even further in the postseason, they be ready to play right away. And Kolek, to me, looks like he's ready to give them some minutes right now if called upon. But let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.